stability and balance. Come to all fours. Actually, this is strength and balance. So we've already started with some warm-ups to oil the works. What I want you to do is continue with that awareness of the fingers and hands. See if you can very deliberately put the heel of your hand down and then shift your weight forward to press into the fingertips and then find a center in that hand. And do the same thing with the right hand. Push very deliberately down with the heel of the hand, then shift the weight forward, pushing into the fingertips and then find that center. And we're going to work on something to strengthen the arms before we come up in downward dog. Push into the tops of your feet to give you that nice anchoring behind you. Open out and bend your elbows to the side and drop down about an inch. And then draw those elbows into your center, pointing towards your knees. Draw the shoulder blades down the spine, and then pushing into those hands that we anchored to the ground. Lengthen and straighten those arms. And see if that gives you a feeling of strength here in tabletop. Inhale and exhale. Curl your feet underneath you, and the next time you exhale, draw your sits bones up, pushing into those strong arms, and come to downward dog. If you feel like you lost that strength, no worries. Paddle your feet, dropping one heel and bending the opposite knee on the exhale. Lengthen the legs on the inhale. Draw the shoulder blades down the spine, nice long spines. Breathing, exhaling as you drop one heel and bend the opposite knee. Inhaling as the legs lengthen. And go ahead and stop that motion. And we'll just position those arms for strength in downward dog. One more time. Bend the elbows out to the side. And then draw the elbows now towards the feet. Draw the shoulder blades down the back of the spine, crown of the head. Reaches in between the hands. Lengthen and straighten the arms, pushing into those hands. And notice a new feeling of strength in your upper body in downward dog. Inhale, exhale. Drop your knees. We'll come out of this for a moment. Open your knees. Draw your sits bones back to your heels. Extend your hands, fingers, and arms out in front of you. Drop your forehead to the ground and breathe. Inhale into the back of your body, the low back, the back of the waist. We're coming up into tabletop, but on dolphin arms. And so this time the forearms are parallel to each other. Circle the shoulders as we did at the beginning of the class and draw those shoulders blades down the back of your spine. Push into those hands and fingers and push into the forearms and the elbows, seeing if you can roll a little bit towards the inside of your forearms. Again, drawing the shoulder blades down the spine and anchor your core. Tapping into the core work we did at the beginning of class, and one at a time. Extend one leg at a time, extending that heel, capitalizing on the calf stretch that we just did. Pushing into your forearms, activating that core, and see if 5 breaths can happen here. Draw your shoulder blades down your spine. Inhale, exhale. Feeling the strength of your arms, power those legs and reach the heels out behind you. Drop your knees if you need to. And now let's all drop the knees, open them up, and again, draw the sits bones back to the heels. And you can reach your hands behind you to meet your feet, rounding your shoulders. Expand the back of your body. Breathe into the back of your waist. And know that taking a rest is as much a part of balance as reaching for strength executing a pose. This is a pose. 2 more breath cycles here. Come back slowly up to tabletop, lifting your torso and reaching forward. Hands are under your shoulders. Push into those hands. Find that nice arm strength. We're coming up again, to downward dog. So when you're ready, curl your toes. And the next time you exhale, lift your sits bones up to the sky. Find those strong arms if you need to execute that cycle of bending the elbows out to the side and then drawing the elbows in, this time pointing towards the feet, and then pushing into the hands as you lengthen the arms. Inhale, exhale. And the next time you exhale, we're going to pop the right foot forward in between the hands. Dropping into a runner's lunge. Nice, powerful back leg. We're focusing on strength here, so we're going to focus on how that leg can help us lift up. Place both hands on your thighs and take the time to lengthen your spine and breathe and lengthen and power that back leg. Inhale and exhale. The next time you inhale, just imagine that leg lifts you up, your arms circle out to the side and come up overhead. On the exhale, drop those shoulder blades down your spine and bend your knee deeper if that feels like a good thing. And breathe. Check in with your breath. Notice the quality. Inhale and exhale. Next time you exhale, open those arms out. Inhale. Another exhale brings the palms down to the mat. Push into those fingers and hands and draw your right foot back behind you, coming into long arm plank. Inhale and exhale. Activate your core. Reach those heels out behind you as you extend the crown of your head in front of you. Inhale, and the next exhale, go ahead and drop your knees. 1 breath cycle here, and then the next time you exhale, go ahead and drop your chin and chest to the mat, lifting your sits bones to the sky. 1 breath cycle here, and then let it all go. Drop your forehead to the ground, and we've already done some back bends. So on the next inhale, lift up into a gentle regal cobra. Exhale, push into the hands and come back up to tabletop. Inhale and exhale here. Next time you exhale, tuck your toes and lift your sits bones up to the sky. Inhale and exhale here. Power those legs by lifting the quadriceps. Push into the fingers of the hands. Powerful arms. Inhale, exhale. The next time you exhale, pop the left foot forward into low lunge. Inhale and exhale here, and lift your hands up to your thighs, giving yourself a chance to find that long spine and really power that leg behind you. And when you're ready, let that leg lift you up. Coming up, activate your core, tuck your tailbone. The next inhale brings your arms up overhead and look out in front of you. Draw your shoulder blades down your spine and draw your inner thighs into each other to create a strong sense of muscle strength in your lower body. Inhale and exhale. Next time you inhale, open those arms. Next time you exhale, drop the palms to the ground. Inhale, exhale sends the right foot back behind you, and you are again in plank. Breathing here for 5 cycles. Nice strong arms. Draw the insides of the elbows towards each other. Active core. Inhale. Exhale. the next time you exhale, drop the knees. Inhale and exhale your chin and chest to the ground. Elbows graze the ribs. One breath cycle here. And then drop everything into the floor. Forehead to the floor. Forearms to the floor. Power the back legs. Tuck the tailbone to create a sense of strength and active lower body. Place the hands adjacent to your breastbones. Elbows against the body. Lift up on an inhale into a beautiful cobra. Inhale and exhale and continue. Push into tabletop. Come into downward dog on the next exhale. Tucking your toes and lifting your sits bones. Strong legs, strong arms. Walk your feet slowly forward with bent knees. Take your time. Come into a forward bend. Crown of the head reaches to the floor. Sits bones reach to the sky. Fold your arms and place the crown of your head in the center of that fold. Let the weight of the arms draw your head down to lengthen your spine. You can rock back and forth if that feels good. You can stop that motion. We're coming up slowly. Lay your belly on your thighs. Push into your feet. You can even do this with your hands to remind you of the inside and outside of the ball of the foot. Pushing into the heel as well. Knowing that your strength comes from pushing down into the feet. Inhale and exhale, and the next time you inhale, circle the arms behind you, inner thighs drawing towards each other as you come up to standing, letting the arms lift you up, palms together. Come to Tadasana with the palms pushing into each other. Close your eyes. Notice the echo of what we just did. And now a strong balance pose. You can always have something close by you to hold on to. For tree pose, we have 4 options. You can place the block in between your feet. And when you come up to tree, you can lift one foot and place it on the block. You can also bring your heel to the opposite ankle. You can bring the inside of your foot to the inside of the standing calf, or you can bring the inside of your foot to the inside of your thigh. You can decide today on this beautiful spring day which tree feels the best. The strength of the tree comes from this standing leg. Lift the quadricep, activate your core. Open this knee and push the foot into the leg into the foot to create a sense of strong center. Bring the palms of your hands together. Push into the palms to give yourself a strong sense of center in front of your heart. And with that strong reaching inwards for a good centered grounding, open out your branches. And breathe. Inhale and exhale. Pushing down into the standing leg, pushing the lifted foot into the supporting leg, wherever that foot is. One more breath cycle here. Let those branches fall. Shake out your hands and your leaves, your fingers, and shake out that standing leg. Place your feet a little wider than hip width apart. Bend your knees. Place your hands on your waist and circle the hips. One direction slowly, and then the other direction slowly. And let's come back into tree. Using the block, placing the block between the feet gives you an opportunity to push your inner feet into each other, which helps remind you to activate the leg muscles. Lift your quadriceps. Inhale and exhale, shift your weight now to the right and decide which tree you want. This time I'll use the block. So my lifted heel is pushing into the calf of my standing leg. Activate your core and lift out of this standing hip. Open the lifted knee. Place your hands palm against palm in front of your heart and push gently into those. And feel through the pushing in the lower body and the upper body of a nice center that gives you strength and lift. Inhale and exhale. Strong standing leg. Open your branches. And breathe. Inhale and exhale. And notice how a strong lower body can free your upper body to do all sorts of things. How strength begets balance. One more breath cycle here. And then let your leaves go. You can even shake them out. And then let your standing leg shake itself out. And that is the Strength and Balance video.